Rasmus Brøgger, welcome to the podcast, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Did you like the intro?
I did.
Yeah, nice.
Norwegian.
Norwegian
Even
stuff.
though none of us are.
Nah, I'm definitely not Norwegian. I don't feel Norwegian either. How about you?
I don't feel Norwegian, but I feel being in Norway.
Yeah, you feel it?
Yeah, for sure.
How so? Sorry, man. I'm just fucking with this shit. Sorry,
no worries.
keep talking.
Yeah, no, just like the fact that Denmark is like flat and windy, and Norway has mountains and waves and like incredible nature.
Yeah,
so I'm like stoked to be here, but I'm stoked to be with my Danish homies here.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
because it's like more like, like wild.
Yeah.
I think
the landscape is wild, right?
Yeah, the landscape is wild, but the Norwegians are more pale.
Yeah, passive kind of. Like little less.
Hate us for saying that, but
yeah, I think they know it though.
Yeah,
it's not a surprise.
Yeah,
but Danish people are a little bit more wild.
I think so.
Yeah. Same with Australians.
Like outgoing, fully.
Yeah. It's
funny because I have like a lot of Australian and a lot of Danish friends in Oslo.
Yeah.
So it's like it's fun to stick together, but I do love Norway, and I feel Norwegian in the sense of living here. You know, it's like I would never live in Denmark.
No, why not?
It's just like raining, I don't know, 300 days a year, and there's not really any summer, not really any winter.
Yeah.
So for me, it's important to have snow.
Yeah.
And mountains.
Yeah.
And waves.
Yeah.
And like nature as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, dude, that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the podcast. Because I find your spirit very attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the way that you're structuring your life. It seems like you're just doing things and going to places that you want to do and that you want to visit.
Yeah, it's kind of like its structure, its self in a way. It's like it started out to being like, okay, I want to go to Norway and snowboard.
Yeah.
And then everything kind of evolved from there. Like, okay, I just want to. I really said like I don't want to study.
No.
It was like the main purpose. I wanted to show that okay, study is good. I definitely agree on it's good, but it's like you really need to know what you need.
Yeah.
And that's from there it kind of like okay, going places, surfing, snowboarding, earning a little bit of money here, a little bit like, and living super cheap. Because I figure out I don't need much.
Yeah.
Which I think it's the main issue that people study because they think they need a lot.
Yeah.
And they need to earn a lot of money.
Yeah. They fall into that trap.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I guess, but I mean,
but you end up sacrificing a lot of maybe what you really want to do with your time to get money to do what you want to do with your time. But if you just cut out
a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like people that like work so much for a holiday.
Yeah.
And then they realize like, oh shit, I could have just worked less and had a longer holiday.
Yeah. It's like, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like it all comes down to time or money, I guess.
Yeah.
And how to spend it.
Sorry, man.
No worries.
I'm just paranoid checking some shit.
Yeah, for sure. And
yeah. I mean, every the more complex the podcast gets.
Yeah.
Like fucking the more.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Like big cameras and stuff. I was like waking up in a car in the morning and be like, oof, good thing we're on a podcast, not on a television.
Yeah.
But
it's dope, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love to be presenting.
Oh, thanks, man.
So,
coffee.
The better. Yeah, thank you so much.
Legend. Cheers, Ola.
Cheers, Ola.
Ola, cheers, mate. Oh, I fucking say cheers to you, bro. Sweet.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. And just one more reminder, just real close with the microphone. I can't really hear shit, these fucking things.
Okay, this is good?
Sorry. How's that? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. I think it's just my headphones are fucked. Just talk for a second.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet.
I'll stay on. I will touch with my newly grown beard.
Yeah, it's very handsome.
I never had that, but now I was traveling for like 2 months, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna let it stay."
Yeah,
because I didn't have an option to remove it.
Yeah, fuck
so
it.
I was like, "Fuck it."
I think it's dope. So tell me about your lifestyle, because you live in a van, or what do you live in a car, or what's your deal?
I mean, last year it kind of changed a little bit, because a friend of mine, I asked him, like, he's a surfer, Magnus, and I asked him, do you want to go on a trip? I just bought a new van. And he was like, yeah, sure. And then we were like, okay, we should drive from Lofoten to Morocco, just see how it goes.
Wow.
Yeah. And doing that, we were like, okay, we should have like a main purpose on the trip, not just two homeboys having fun on the coast. So we wanted to pick 1 kilo of trash off the beach in order to drive 10 kilometers on the road.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to like kind of showcase like the ocean's issues with plastic and stuff. I know that we are not gonna like clean the ocean, but maybe we can do a positive impact.
Yeah.
So we did that. We went in September, and we went all the way down to the south of Portugal, where COVID kicked back.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then we were like, okay, fuck it, let's go home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we drove to this northwest of Spain coast, Galicia, where our van broke down the first day.
Oh shit.
And then we were like, okay, it's no snow in Norway. There's not really any great weather. There's pumping waves here.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Do you want to just ditch the fucking headphones?
Yeah, we can ditch them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The headphones thing is kind of fucking with me today.
Yeah, it looks cool though.
It looks cool, but let's check that.
Pro.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. So then you guys are.
Yeah, we were just like, fuck it, let's stay there and just surf and kind of live as cheap as we could. So we checked into a hostel for 1 month. It was 300 euros
for a month.
Yeah, for two guys and breakfast.
Damn.
So we were just like, fuck, Norway is so expensive. Let's just stay here.
Yeah.
And then we ended up meeting a girl that introduced us to a guy that owned a surf house, which were empty during the winter. So he was like, oh, you guys should just stay in the surf house, and we should try to connect Norway with north of Spain and maybe get some people down here or whatever. You know, it's like, it's quite wild there, and it's quite hard to get to. Yeah. Not super hard. You just go on 2 or 3 planes, but it's like you don't go that far. Yeah. And it's not like you don't drive there. So we stayed with him for 2 months, and then we were like, and then finally our van got fixed. Yeah. Because it was an old Toyota, so they couldn't get any parts for it. Yeah. And it was like the cylinder head was broken. Yeah. And a new one would be 2,500 euros. Shit. New. Oh my god. Yeah. So we went to Portugal twice to pick up a new one, and to get like a broken one, to take parts from the broken one to put into a new kind of. Yeah. So they fixed it in the end. Yeah. And then we drove back. But in the meantime, I met a girl there, which is now my girlfriend.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So it's kind of like, since we left last September, it's like 1.5 years ago now, I guess. Yeah. I'm so bad at month, like, really. Yeah. Time is just a concept, bro. Yeah. So it's not this September, but the last September. It kind of like changed a lot, because, I mean, I was more, not materialist, but more like, maybe you need that or you need this. But then I did that trip, and I was just like, fuck, man, you don't need anything. You need a van and time to do whatever you want. So then we were like, after 3 months in Spain, we drove back. The car broke down in Sweden again. Yeah. And we had to kind of ditch it. But no, we're going to do a full web show later on with Love. So I won't
spoil too much. Yeah.
But anyways, then I kind of stuck in the thought of this girl, and then I went back to Spain, and we kind of like hanged out, and then it was like, okay, it works super well. And then now in October we went on a new trip, kind of like up to the north of Norway, to show her like Norway and surf in Norway. And
where's she from?
She's from France, but lives in Spain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Wow. So you just travel around.
Yeah, it was like kind of okay. It's nice, and I can be in Spain with her, and I was in Norway doing events, and in Denmark doing the Waterfest.
Yeah,
which you might have.
Yeah. Big fan of that, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the Waterfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it worked out so well.
Yeah.
Even though we came home from our trip last year, and I broke my knee, which I'm gonna have a surgery on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I should say it was like sick. We could fit it in before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came home. I did 3 runs of snowboarding in Hemsedal, and I fucking blew my meniscus. So I've been like struggling with that the whole summer, trying to fix that without a surgery.
Yeah, that's hard to fix without surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they grow back together, or sometimes it's like you can kind of
do voodoo flossing and
exactly
shit like that.
But then it's just now it's like all bag. I have my stability and everything, but I just don't. It locks.
Yeah.
Because there is a part of the meniscus in the knee that are.
It's like a bucket handle tear.
Yeah. It's just like.
Yeah.
So,
I had
kind of like.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah, it sucks. So now I was like, fuck it. I ordered a surgery, get it done.
Yeah.
Fix it tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah. Is it the first surgery that you've had on the knee?
It's the first surgery I have on my right knee, but I had 2 on the left knee.
Same issue with the meniscus?
I had an ACL surgery when I was like 18 or 19 with the meniscus kind of like sewing.
Yeah.
And then I broke the ACL again and the meniscus, and then they just removed a little part of the meniscus, but didn't do the ACL. And I have quite good knees. I just need to not fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because I can surf and snowboard, and I don't have ACL on either. I don't have the front ACL on either knees.
Wow.
But, it's been working super well.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will, over time, still work. But
as long as you keep doing like some fucking, like knees over toes guy kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so inspiring to see people, but you never really know what's behind it. So I'm kind of like, is this guy just like a machine and it won't work for anyone else? Or is it just, it's like...
I don't think he's just a machine.
No, I definitely think
in the jiu-jitsu community, there's a lot of knee injuries, obviously, right? Just things get, things just happen.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I know have been doing the knees over toes program. And they swear by it.
Perfect. That's good to hear, because I never really, I see people, they are like following him on is like a guy on Instagram, knees over toes, and then you're like, yeah, okay, and it's cool, but and I feel like it's just also about doing stuff to the knees. And then I did a lot of slackline and standing on the Pilates balls, and like throwing balls up against the wall while being in a balanced position, blah blah blah. And definitely works, because I snowboarded after double ACL and meniscus. And ACL on the other knee and meniscus problems. So definitely just stay on to it. And that's really, to look back at the other question about like my life, it's like it's really important to have time to do that, because I could see myself in a 9-to-5 job, but I wouldn't have any time to do stability training for the knees.
No.
So I'm super happy that it works out with doing break knees and have time to fix them.
Yeah, because that's what like you hear from a lot of people that end up having some kind of issue that requires them to do exercises. They never do it.
No, exactly. It's like do it, and they don't 3 weeks and then
they'll stick with it for a while. When I got my ACL reconstructed, this is maybe in 2012 or 2013, I knew I wasn't going to do the exercises. And then I said, he goes, are you going to do them? I go, probably not. Is there anything else I can do? He goes, Bikram yoga. Yeah. And then I did Bikram yoga 3, 4, 5 times a week. For years. I did a lot of it. I never stopped.
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
It sucks so bad.
Fucking bad. But my knee recovered like a champion, in maybe 6, 7 months, 8 months, 9, whatever the fuck it was. It was no problem. But just that discipline of like, okay, I've got to do it. Because even if I'm going to the gym as well, like I know I should warm up and I know I should like stretch at the end of it. But I just don't have time. I feel like I don't have time. Especially if I'm training in the morning, I get to the gym at fucking 8 o'clock. Oh shit, I got to be here at 9. It's a 40-minute workout. Get in the car, fucking head off. But it seems like you've got like a lifestyle which is perfectly designed for you. So you get to do what you want when you want. It seems like a lot of it's season based. You know, we're going snowboarding. I'm flying to Hawaii. Now we're going to Morocco. Now we're living in Spain. Because you know, one of the things that I saw about what you're doing, it was like maybe it was a couple of years ago, like 2018 or 2019. It was in October because I saw that you were like doing a lot of stuff here. You were doing like the Dudzing and you were doing the Waterfest and everything. Yeah. And then it's like as soon as it turned cold, you went to Hawaii. Yeah. And I go, oh shit, that's the move. That's the move. Yeah. Yeah. So I think it must have been in like October or something.
Yeah, it was October, I think. It was 2019. Yeah. I was filming for a girls' retreat actually. Yeah. In Hotevik in May. Yeah. And then they were so stoked on having me there that they were like, oh, you coming to Hawaii? Nice. And I was just like, fuck yeah, okay. Like October is like every October, November, I try to escape Norway because it's like now we are here, October, and it's like puking snow, but like wet snow that you can't use for shit. Yeah. Everything is like soap and brown and disgusting. So really try to avoid those months.
Yeah. And then when you come back, you get the winter.
And then when you're coming back around like Christmas, it's like usually okay.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Can you just pass me my phone? I forgot to put on silent. Fucking.
Yeah. So yeah, no. And that's now I was stoked to be in. I discovered like Lofoten.
Yeah. Oh, the surfing there.
Yeah, like just the north of Norway in general. Around this time can be so sick. Yeah. Because when COVID kicked in, it was kind of like the only thing that you could do. Yeah. To surf really good waves and do stuff. So then I went up there, and then we went there now, and it was like we were there for 3.5 weeks, and it rained maybe 2 days. Otherwise, it was like sunrise, sunset, doing 6 hours a day, and just like I never seen any sunset or like horizon as beautiful as the last 3 weeks. It was insane.
Yeah. What's the name of the beach there? The one that
Unstad.
Unstad. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it's so nice. Yeah, it's crazy how nice that beach is. Yeah, yeah. Like and with the sand and the mountains, like and the beach, the cove just nestled in there like that. There's some good barrels there too.
Yeah, yeah. Like it was like small waves now, and but it was like perfect for me and my girlfriend to go up there, have a longboard, you know, like, and for the knee as well. It's not like that well yet. Yeah. So yeah.
Do you ever get afraid of like the knee locking out when you're in the water?
Yeah, yeah, and it locks out every time I surfed. So it's kind of like I had to surf with not extending my knee fully. Yeah. And then when I kind of like finished the wave, I would have to kind of like see, okay, is it locked now? Okay, it's locked. So I will have to like keep it bended. I would paddle back out and sit there for maybe 20 minutes trying to unlock it. Yeah. It was just like, it was so weird.
Like, are you in pain during this time?
Not really. No, it's just like, it's like inside pain for knowing that your knee can't. It's like right now. It's like it's like yeah. I don't know what you say. It's like a block into the knee. It's just like fully locked.
Yeah.
Zero thing you could do. Like I tried to like press it against the surfboard and extending it while like twisting the knee to kind of like get that. Because I think it's like a fracture of the meniscus.
Yeah, that's it.
In the knee joint. Yeah. Which is so disgusting. It's just like, boom.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I got mine, I got it scoped and they stitched it the first time. Yeah. Because that's what they try to do. Yeah. They try to like stitch it, but there's a high rate of failure. And I woke up and I thought they were going to scope it to take it out. And he goes, no, we stitched it up. And then within maybe like 3 or 4 months, it started locking out again. Yeah. It just for whatever reason, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The stitch doesn't always work. It doesn't go back together.
And I mean, you have to be really careful during the rehab to not like bend it and like it's like you kind of fuck up. I don't know. I'm not an expert at all, but I could imagine like, you do like you bike and you kind of like.
It's just life movements. Yeah, you know what I mean. Exactly. Sitting in the park, like getting up. Yeah, like doing anything. You could be like, just the wrong angle.
And now it's like if I sit like with more than 90 degrees knees, it would lock as well after doing workout. Yeah. So then it's kind of maybe like swallowing up a bit and the little part is moving around and then get locked. And it's like, bah. I'm just so happy. Go there tomorrow. Hopefully they're not going to stitch it or anything, take it out. Yeah. And the guy, he just said like, enjoy as long as you can. when your knee's fucked, we're gonna change them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I guess that's how it will go.
Yeah.
So I'm like crossing my fingers for like stem cells and all that shit will really do a revolution to knee surgeries.
Yeah.
Which I
think they're on the path towards that. Like you hear about all these different clinics like in South America that are like shooting up athletes.
Yeah,
you know, like,
but the guy I went to, he said that he can do it for 20,000.
Yeah, stem cells,
where you kind of like when you take it from your fat, and then kind of like whatever blah blah blah, mix it with your blood and then put it back in, and they have to kind of like grow in a chamber or something. I mean, I'm not an expert, but it sounded like the real deal.
Yeah.
Because that's also what I heard, like South America or like Bahamas, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And guys would be like 70 years old looking like they were 40 for shooting stem cells.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope they gonna...
Dude, I've heard so much different things about stem cells. I spoke to my friend who's a doctor, and he's a bit of a stem cell hater.
Oh, yeah?
He's like, there's no clinical evidence that stem cells actually work.
Yeah.
But then you hear from people, you know, like on podcasts or video interviews that have had stem cells, and they swear by it. But I wonder if there's not that much clinical research because in a lot of places it's just like illegal. You have to do it in fucking South America. Yeah. And the guys that are doing it, they're not wasting time like writing a paper or anything. They're just healing people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people go to Mexico and stuff and do it. And
that's right. In like fucking Tijuana. Yeah, they just drive down over the border and then get it done. Dude, I met a guy actually. This is he's a fucking incredible guy. Yeah. He's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. And he was one of the early adopters of Bitcoin. Super baller. Yeah, super baller. He was like, he actually owns Bitcoin.com.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like the kind of guy that was buying Bitcoin like when it was like 1 or 2 cents, just giving them away. Like the number one poster boy for Bitcoin.
Holy shit.
And then he went and got stem cells done. Yeah. And he swears by it.
Yeah.
And if he's got the money and the resources, no problem. Shoot me out with everything.
Yeah.
And he said that it changed his life. You know what I mean? Just revolutionized his ability to compete or to do sports, to do the shit that he loves, basically. Which is kind of crazy that it's not more common.
Snowboarders did it too, and like angles and stuff, and it's working. And like my other homie in Denmark, he's like a Danish surfer, and his dad is a doctor doing it, so he got it on his hips, and I'm waiting to hear back about the result because I was speaking to him too and seeing like if he could. Yeah, just like to see the result of what he's doing. But I think it seems like he's surfing a lot now and doing stuff. And it's like, as long as it's like the meniscus, like the soft tissues, it can like kind of rebuild itself. But I don't know. I have no idea how it works.
No, me either.
But if someone would give it to me, I wouldn't say no.
Fuck no.
But then paying like 20,000 is like, okay. It's like no guarantee. No guarantee that you will get better or worse.
Yeah.
I did the PRP a couple of times. And I think that's kind of like a boost.
Yeah.
And then I spoke to the guy doing the PRP the other day and he was like, but it's the same as stem cell. I was like, okay, but why does it cost like 10 times less then? Yeah. There must be a reason for that.
Yeah.
I was like, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a good way to make money at a time if there's not that much research on it right now.
Yeah.
Because it can be that hard. Like you take some fat from your butt or from your stomach and kind of like makes more stem cells and put it back into the knee in a day, I think.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it's that hard.
Exactly. And then you're just like, okay. But then also like going to a physio is like 1,300 kroner for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's not that hard to sit there and say, oh yeah, your knee is broken.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what can I do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at it in another month and come back if it doesn't work.
Here are some exercises.
Yeah, it's just like
this. Yeah.
I'm a photographer too and filming, and then I was just thinking like, wow, if this guy can give me 30 minutes, like 1,300 kroner, I need to up my prices.
Yeah.
Because it's just like,
dude, you're a great photographer too, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I am. I love your photography.
Thank you.
Yeah. You just really kind of capture, I think, like a lot of the essence of the moment.
Yeah, that's what I really try to focus on because I know I might not be like the nerd, the guy that does like, wow, look at that. It's like so clean.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck, that's so blurry, but fuck, that's a good moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really tried to. But thanks,
dude. No, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And I think like a part of being a good photographer is like having a personality that's able to just understand what is worth taking a photo of.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
Just being like, oh fuck this right now.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me just run to the
Yeah.
van, get my camera out. We got to get this.
Yeah.
And another thing is like having a good personality.
For sure.
Because you need to be able to connect to people, and you need to be able to like get a side of them that
you need to be like I worked with Lucky View. It's like another production company, some homies, they have it, and I was like, well, I wanted to work with you guys, but then I was also like, but I have to be my own boss.
Yeah.
Every time. Because I need to do my knees exercise maybe at 10 on a Wednesday. Anyways, and they were just like, dude, you just need to get to the front. It's like you go into a concert, you doesn't matter what camera, you just go to the front.
Yeah.
And people will be like, what the fuck is that guy? And you can't care about anyone. That's really like the main, like, you just go there and people be mad at you. You're gonna kicked out of the security guy, whatever. But you got the best shot.
Yeah.
You got the best shot.
Yeah.
And that's what the people want.
Exactly. They want the best shot.
They want the best shot. It's like, what is that guy doing? He have like the fucking, I don't know, red cam filming, blah, blah, blah. But he's in the bag. Like, fuck that guy.
No, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I want to show you my camera. Actually, I'll do you have time to get it?
You go get it.
Yeah, I will show you.
Yeah, for sure. Go get it. Shit.
I hope it's in my pocket. I always carry it.
Yeah. Good, man. For sure. He's right, though. You gotta have the right attitude when it comes to getting the shot. Because if you're too much of a fucking pussy, you just end up getting the backs of people's heads, and then you end up just getting shots that nobody even wants to have a look at. I was just telling people that having the right attitude and just not being afraid, talking to people, using your charm, getting at the front.
Talk to people, get in the front, and do it with this one if you can't afford anything else.
Yeah. Oh, shit, that's it?
That's it.
Damn. Wow.
You're live.
I'm live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you from the studio. Idiot James. Woo!
Yeah.
Holy shit. Let me have a look at that thing.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, it's on.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, and you know the little guy up there is that you can zoom in, like, and it zooms super well as well.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah. Where's the zoom? This one here?
It's like that on the back there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh yeah.
And I mean, I bought that $12 in Spain.
Jesus.
With a water house.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, from now on, I will film.
Still rolling.
Still rolling.
Still rolling. 3-camera production.
No, but I was like, I will buy this and have it in my pocket by, like, I don't know. I tried to get extra batteries, but it was impossible. So I have to buy other cameras for $12 to get the batteries. So it's like,
you want the battery, but you got to take the camera with it.
Exactly, because it's like, there. I think it's from, I don't know, 2007 or something.
Yeah.
Like 12 megapixels, full HD. It's so sick because it kind of like, it fits right into the phone.
Yeah.
If you hold it like this.
Yeah. And you can just have it with you everywhere.
You can just have it with you everywhere, and you can zoom. I have like some sick shots of an eagle kind of like coming from above a mountain in Lofoten, and you're just like, whapa.
Yeah.
You have a red camera. Okay, you get good quality, but you will never get the shot because it's like, I don't know how long it takes, like 60 seconds to start up.
Yeah.
This one, you just like, and you're there.
Got it.
So I went to Portugal to film that retreat that I also went to Hawaii with, and I only filmed with this one.
Yeah.
And they were stoked.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. They were like, you coming to Mexico.
Nice.
So $12.
That's crazy. You can
it
make
is really...
But that's such an important message for people to understand.
Yeah, really.
It's not the equipment.
No.
It's really not. The equipment can help in some productions.
For sure.
But your attitude and the way you get on with people...
For sure. And, I mean, as you say, it's like, can help you. Because it is nice to have 8K that you can crop in and stabilize. But like also this summer we went to do a commercial. Me and the guy Magnus that I went on with the van last year.
Yeah.
We went to shoot a commercial for a vacation center in Denmark for TV2, like a commercial on TV2. And I was just like, fuck, can we do it with this one? Nah, probably not. Okay, we do it on the Sony A7.
Yeah.
With the Tamron lens, and that kit cost maybe, I think I paid like 20K.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck. And you know, like, okay, it's 8-bit. You can't really color grade that well, blah, 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 blah. I was just like, I mean, who fucking cares? It's like, I looked at the last year's, I mean, they're going to hate me for saying that, but you know, it's like, it was just like the worst crap.
Yeah.
And I was like, for sure we can produce something that's better. With better colors and cleaner. And I just sent it, and they were like, straight to TV2, like straight on the website. It's like, boom.
Yeah, we love it. Job done.
Yeah. And I was like thinking, wow, I need to upgrade my camera. It's a lot of budget. Maybe I should upgrade the camera. I was just like, why upgrade if you can? I mean, you just need to shot the shots.
Yeah.
We were running in bare feet, like filming handheld, like no gimbals, and they were like, all right.
Yeah.
Let's see how that will be in the end. But it worked.
Yeah. No,
and it is really like, I really feel like it's being the guy that tells them this is it. But if you have the slightest doubt and they can feel that, they're going to run you over.
Yeah.
You really need and that's what I built for 10 years, like the experience of being the guy that tells the client, this is good enough.
Yeah.
You can get it better. Then you have to pay 1 million kroner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important to have that confidence in your ability. And you really only get that through experience.
Yeah, fully.
You know what I mean? I noticed that doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as the crowd senses that you've lost control, they fucking pounce on you.
Yeah, they run you over.
They don't want it.
Yeah, no.
They don't like that at all.
No.
They want, you're the guy with the microphone. The lights are pointing at you.
Yeah.
We bought tickets to come here tonight.
We don't even care what you're saying as long as you have confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
You can stand there and just look at them. But if you're looking at them with confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a stand-up comedian, but
it's the same thing.
I could imagine.
It's exactly the same. And I think it doesn't change no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think you just, because people are going to pick up on your vibe and they're trusting you. And you go, I know what's good.
Yeah. And I mean,
this is
also,
fucking good.
As you're saying, like the people who are sitting there buying the tickets, I don't know what they expect, but it's kind of like the sheep pack.
Yeah.
Just like following.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, the guy we paid like 500 kroner. He better be funny.
Yeah.
And if he's like, I'm funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's good enough.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's good enough. And you got like, you got to deliver. You got to make them laugh.
Yeah.
You know, you can't stand there and go, I'm funny, but you're not laughing. Then
I have a bunch of jokes, but I have no confidence telling them. Then it's like,
fuck that.
500?
Yeah, not worth it.
Not worth
Bad
it.
show.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
But they're even like that if it's free.
Yeah,
fully.
You
know what I mean? Like, so we do a lot of shows that are free.
Yeah.
Just for training.
Yeah.
Just because it's like this, we're getting reps in, just building it up, building it up. And it's harder with a free audience than it is with a paid audience.
For sure.
But they still have that same attitude where they expect you to deliver.
Yeah.
And you need to have that confidence to say, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I've done this before. This is going to be good. You're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a show last night in Fredrikstad.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, fucking sick, man. Like a theater there. I think it was like 130 people or something.
Sick.
Yeah, it was dope. But what I noticed was that like it was a crowd that were just like, we're here for the comedy. Yeah. And there was no sense of resistance. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like you could just kind of like, they would laugh at the setups.
Yeah, yeah. You know, they were not hard to.
Nah. Yeah. Sometimes like what can happen is like maybe if the conferencier or the host loses confidence and then the vibe loses confidence, then they kind of get this attitude, nothing is funny. And you got to try to work to bring them over that line. Yeah. But last night they were all in for everyone. So
were you with like local comedians from Fredrikstad, or you have a show?
There was like some people that live there that organized it. Okay. But most of the comedians were from Oslo, so we all traveled out there, did the show, and then came back home.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's a dope feeling, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I lived in Fredrikstad actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
And I guess in October it's not like the most popping city, so I guess every time there's something happens, it's sick to go. Yeah, go do something.
Yeah, it's a dope show.
So I guess that's a good way to build confidence as well. If you go to like, I don't know, somewhere where there's always something happening, it's way harder to get the crowd.
It is,
and get the winning feeling.
Yeah, we experienced that in Bergen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did a summer tour.
Yeah.
And then when we went to Bergen, there were so many things happening that night, and a lot of people were away in the summer, so the crowd had options, and it wasn't that packed, and we had to really work for it, man.
And as you said, like during the summer, it's like the same for my event.
Yeah.
It's like I just figured out do it in like May, early June, or like September. Like late August, September.
Yeah.
Because everyone is back home. Everyone hate that the summer is over. They want something to happen. So I think that's a good way to, because it's sick to do it in the summer, but then you have like, I don't know, festivals, blah, 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 comedians, everything in the same
and
time.
A lot of people traveling away.
And everyone, especially now, like last year when COVID kind of were over, everyone could travel outside of Norway. So it was hard to get people to come to my events, for example.
Yeah, I want to talk about your event because I think maybe this is like in 2018 or 2019 you started talking about it, and you were like, we're going to do it, we're going to have like a dirtsing competition, we're going to call it Waterfest, and you were like, does anybody know how we can get sponsors? And who should we talk to? I think I sent you a couple of suggestions. And I was like, maybe these guys, talk to those guys. And then the next time I checked your fucking Instagram account, you're like, it's happening. We got it. It's going ahead.
It was so sick.
And
it was 2019.
It was 2019. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
And the thing was, like, I was like taking it from the beginning. I was working as a janitor in Ål, in Hallingdal, which is like 30 minutes from Gål, Hemsedal, and there's this lake, and I built like a bike jump for the bike that we put on the springboard to the water, so we could kind of like backflip the bike into the water. And I was like, fuck, it would be so sick to do like a festival, 2 days. I love organizing and doing stuff. So I spoke to the general manager. He was like so stoked. He's also Danish, like good, like positive energy. So we just like, I spoke to all my Danish friends in Hemsedal. There's a bunch of Danish guys living there. It's like, okay, we need a water slide with a jump in the end. We need to pull people in with a Toyota. So we did like everything so redneck. And we had like a local band that was like hard metal, and another homie actually from Fredrikstad, who was like a rapper but started a kind of like a rock band, which was sick. And they came, and we got all the cabins in the vacation camping area and threw it, and it was sick. But like really redneck. And then I moved to Oslo in 2018, and I saw like the potential of the depth diving, and I was like, okay, this is kind of like, this is the Bitcoin of action funny sports.
It's crazy how much that fucking's taken off.
It was just like taking off. So I was like, okay, 2018 I was busy blah 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 filming and doing stuff. And then 2019, I came down to Oslo in May, spoke to a good homie of mine who's also a filmer. We took like a round trip of Oslo. Where is the best location? And then we found Sjuholmen, and I got sponsored with a project manager who helped me organize everything.
Nice.
And then it was just like on. I don't know how many people were on the boardwalk of 2019, but it was at least 5,000 plus.
It was packed.
Like Sjuholmen was packed. And I was just like, okay, so we kind of need to like, I don't know what you say, like weld when it's hot.
Do
you say that?
What do you mean then? You had to like weld it, like use a fucking
no, but you need to weld while the iron is hot.
Strike while the iron is hot.
Strike while
Gotcha.
Perfect. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And next year fucking COVID kicked in. But we managed to do it in Fredrikstad, actually.
Nice.
And Hemsedal and in Bygdøy.
Oh,
from
sick.
Pantan.
Yeah.
So my homie and I, we wake up in the morning, like 6 a.m, took like a boat we got from it's like Matt Goat. The sauna club. And they were so stoked, and they were like, oh, we should have brought the saunas out. But we were like, as always, super late on planning. We just like, okay, Sune is like he's like the general practical guy.
Gotcha.
Like building the scaffolding, fixing everything, putting up the banners. I'm kind of like the guy that like needs to, what do we need to do? But it's hard because everything is in my mind, and I need to kind of like
communicated
to Sune, and now we got another guy, Anders, in Denmark, who's like running everything in Denmark. But so we took like this dock on a tiny boat, like 9 horsepower boat, out to Bygdøy, and kind of like push the scaffolding up on the top, build it in the morning, run a competition. But everyone was stoked because it was COVID, so nothing was happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything worked kind of well. And then in 2021, we did Hemsedal, and we did it in freaking Aarhus in Denmark.
Nice.
And Denmark were stoked, so we did another one in Denmark. And then now in the summer, we did 3 in Denmark and 1 in Hemsedal. And it kind of seemed like Denmark hadn't had the boost of depth diving.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like still on the rising there, where Norway kind of like reached a kind of like a top, I think, because it's been in Norway since like,
it seems like Norway's the extreme depth diving capital of the world.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Like for the World Cup this year, it was like, I know people from all around the world, like Australia, US, France, like Spain, everywhere. Yeah. To come to Norway to compete in the depth diving world championship.
It's a fucking crazy sport, man.
It's a crazy sport.
It's crazy.
Like, it's like so stupid. It's like it's like wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are those people? Okay, it's entertaining, but what are they doing?
Yeah.
And I had a meeting with the guy from Cold Hawaii, the west coast of Denmark, yesterday, and they were like, dude, we need your event here. It's like it's like the fucking, I'm just like, it's the dumbest shit, but yeah, it's the shit.
Yeah.
So it's funny, like, and I mean, look at wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like so stupid, people with like spandex and masks.
Yeah.
But how big of a business isn't that?
It's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's bigger than the UFC.
For sure. Yeah. And people don't die from it.
No, it's so entertaining.
I remember watching that when I was a kid, like in the late hours on a Friday where there were nothing on TV, but they were like wrestling, and you were like, I will just watch that because it's so stupid.
Yeah. And the storylines are ridiculous. Yeah. But you get hooked.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, okay. Oh, what a comeback. It's just like,
you can't look
damn,
away.
he hit him with a chair, but what?
Yeah.
So, and I kind of want to build that into depth diving because I feel like it's getting a bit too serious.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like think of other ways, like, okay, building a higher tower, maybe you have to be 2-on-2. Like teams, and have spandex, like the
best costume,
and the best like performance. Each one will have 2 minutes from the bell rings, till they have to hit the water.
Yeah.
So
what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? It's like
get creative.
They need like microphones. It's like I really want to, like, do more stuff because it's cool, but it's like, okay, we've seen people doing this now for, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah.
People jumping, belly flopping. It's sick, but it's like, I don't want it to be like gymnastic. Like gymnastic is kind of like, people can do crazy things, but no one really cares.
No.
Like, how much gymnastic do you watch?
Absolutely zero.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I was doing gymnastic for 15 years.
Yeah.
And in the community, you felt like, wow, gymnastic, wow. But it's just like outside, you can't make money of it. You can never be like a pro and live of it unless you are like, I don't know, like Olympic.
Yeah.
So I want to like build the depth diving so people can actually go make a living out of it. Think how sick that would be.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
So
how do you do that?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's your challenge.
But I mean, it must be. The key must be entertainment.
100%. You got to make it an entertaining
because I mean,
event.
Gymnastic and also I mean snowboarding. I'm a snowboarder and I watch snowboarding, and I guess like the majority of Norway might watch the Olympic, for example, for snowboarding.
For sure.
But I mean, probably not even the majority of Norway would watch that because it's like you can't really tell if they're doing 3 or 4 flips, and you like everyone is kind of doing the same. It's not so entertainment. It's impressive, but it's not so entertaining.
Yeah,
and that's what I feel like both snowboarding and depth diving and gymnastic should try to make another kind of like branch
towards more entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, my friends I went to a gymnastics school for a year where you live. It's kind of like a boarding school, like a folkehøjskole.
Yeah.
Where you live there for a year, do gymnastic every day. And my friends from back then, they started something called Face Off, which is crazy entertainment.
Yeah.
And just who can do the biggest trick and the most impressive things with your body on a gymnastic field.
Yeah.
Which are super entertaining. They fill up like Forum. It's just like the biggest kind of like show stadium of Denmark with, I don't know, like 10,000, 15,000 people to come to watch this show and selling a lot of tickets. But if you go to the Danish Championship of Gymnastic, it will only be the guys competing there.
Yeah.
And maybe some parents.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
You know, it's sick to see how they actually manage.
Yeah.
And as we spoke about before, they're having like a media production together with that.
Yeah.
Because that's a good way to make a like kind of like a B income for a company, or, you know, it's like you can't do crazy shit all the time. You need to be kind of like a creator or businessman or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was inspired by them to see how they actually rebuilt gymnastic to make a decent kind of business out of it.
Yeah. Well, I think you're in the right spot for that, man.
I hope so. And I mean,
because, you know, like another thing about you that fucking, I loved it, man. I loved it. Like, you know, Aussie man commentates.
Oh yeah,
dude,
that was funny
when he called you the Norwegian Aquaman.
Yeah.
I lost my shit. I lost my shit. The first time I saw that video, I fucking cracked up so hard. And that whole video that he did, commenting on the fucking death diving. That was hilarious.
Death Diving Championship of 2019.
Yeah, I think he bought that to millions of people.
For sure.
To millions of people around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, the dive I did there in the death diving community is kind of like, wow, I fucked up. It was not cool at all.
No.
But in that video, it's like, I don't know how many million people, I should say, watch that and like send it to me, like tag me, like, wow, this is like so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And the same, like, as we speak about like sharing things, like last night, Cook Slam is like, you know, like where people slam or whatever. They shared the one where I did it on the snowboard.
Yeah.
You seen that one?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pull it up.
Yeah, fully.
We're pulling it up. Finally, an opportunity to pull something
for
up.
sure. But anyways, like they shared it last night, and it was just like, you know, it's not like the highest thing or it's not like the craziest thing, but or maybe it is a bit crazy. You can decide.
I'll check it out, man. I'm gonna decide. Let's pull it up. We're pulling it up.
Let's see,
dude. So
you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, but
but you know, I'm trying to cut down on my screen time.
Yeah. Me too.
So
is that one?
Oh, sorry. Which one? This one here?
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. Oh shit! So you're snowboarding.
Oh, you need the sound, right?
Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Let me pull the sound. I have seen this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
let me check it out one more time with the sounds.
Drop it.
Anyways, like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the entertainment kind of part of it, and like that's you. I need to reinvent entertainment of the death diving because it's like about to fade on the top. It's on the top, definitely.
Yeah. You got to give it a new peak to reach.
I think so,
dude. I think you're on the right track there. Like combining entertainment and comedy. Yeah, and just giving it like some kind of additional element in addition, like with the synchronized or the teams and the costumes.
Exactly,
dude. Yeah, that's it. Because that's what people want.
Yeah,
you know
that
is
what people want.
Yeah. Is it going down ahead? Like next year, you're gonna start introducing all the new like elements.
Yeah,
to it?
Yeah, I think so for sure. It's like because we do have it in Hemsedal, and it's like a fast setup, so we can kind of test it out there to see, and we have it in Copenhagen as well, which is like Denmark is so open for new things, and Copenhagen is like, you know, they love when when shit is
Yeah.
is going down. But
Yeah.
so I think it's a good introduction to it.
Dude, another thing that you do, which I think is fucking awesome, is like all the cleanup stuff, the
Yeah.
ocean cleanup.
It's a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember like seeing all these videos of you just always paddling out,
Yeah.
picking up trash, and other people are coming down to like the
Yeah.
coastline and like really cleaning up the oceans. It seems like that's
Yeah, it was really important for me because it's a funny thing from 2019 when we did the Waterfest down at Schuholmen.
Yeah.
It was like because since we had that water slide in 2017, we were like, okay, we need an easy water slide that you can just like roll out, blow it up, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah.
So we bought a 25-meter water slide in plastic from China.
Yeah.
From Wallapop or whatever, like Ding Dong China. Yeah, you know, like what is it called?
Alibaba?
Alibaba,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt so bad after doing that. It was kind of like also where the environmental kind of perspective of thing kind of went really shitty. And before I was like, I was buying shit and doing stuff. Now I'm trying to not buy shit and do stuff more eco-friendly. I fly as well, and I'm not a fucking oracle.
No,
whatever you call it.
Yeah. But you make changes where you can.
I really think about it and try to make changes. So that's why we're like, fuck, we bought this slide. We better give something back.
Yeah.
We have a huge audience, and we need to transmit things to this audience about the ocean, that it's our playground and it sucks right now, and it's only going worse, and there's no fish that likes plastic. You know, it's like we should try to clean up. Obviously we can't clean it up in Waterfest, but hopefully we can make people do more in their everyday life. Don't throw your cigarette butts. It's like it's just such an ingrown thing. But if you see like, I don't know, 35 kids picking up cigarette butts, maybe it will change your perspective a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's really where we try to work.
That's such a good message to give people. And the thing is, like, when they constantly see that you're like cleaning up the ocean, I see you fucking coming out of the water with like, you know, handfuls of trash.
Every time I dive, I'm like, okay, I'll film it, and I'll try to pick some plastic as well.
Yeah.
To showcase that it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Every time.
But it's just such a good reminder to give people. You know, I went surfing in Bali in 2018 or 2019.
Same.
And it was fucking disgusting. There was
Absolutely.
so much fucking plastic in the water.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Yeah.
Even like on the beach, you know, you get there, and they pay people to like go to the beach and pick it up at like Uluwatu and shit like that.
Yeah, they go and pick it up, and then they dig a hole and put it there because they have no infrastructure to do or burn it in a big pile.
Yeah.
So it's so sad.
It's
so
so
like,
sad, man. But you know, I think so much of that is as well, it's just like the education of the locals. Because we were in fucking Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And we were surfing there. And then we went to this like restaurant. And then we ordered bottles of water. And then the dude just fucking, like the waiter and this other guy just ended up throwing it in the water.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like there was a little river there.
Yeah.
And he just went to the river and dumped all the shit.
Oh, that's so crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
And I talked to him. I go, you can't do that. And he didn't give a fuck.
No.
You know, he
but
didn't
it's
care.
like, and this is actually like that. This is such a hard topic to go into. And I mean, because it's like I went to Morocco.
Yeah.
And then we were in this surf camp and doing stuff for 2 weeks. And every time we would go on a mission to surf, they would bring us food. And, you know, everything was plastic wrapped.
Yeah.
And I would pick trash everywhere on the beach every time we went on a new beach and try to like showcase that, okay, fuck, it's an issue. But then I felt so bad of me going to Morocco to kind of being a part of the problem there because I don't have to go to Morocco to surf. It's sick because they have fucking good waves, but they don't have an infrastructure for me to come there and eat a plastic wrapped sandwich every day. It's like all they do is like drive it into a valley and dump it there.
Yeah.
And it blows right into the ocean.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it doesn't matter if that guy in Indonesia is throwing it in the water because it will end up there either way.
Yeah.
Or get burned.
Yeah.
So it's like, for us Norwegians and Australians or whatever, it's like it's such a shock to see. But then you go to Indonesia on a rainy day and you can just see that it's like pouring into the ocean.
Yeah, it's gross.
And you can't surf.
No.
For like 3 days because the water looks like chocolate milk and you'll get ear infection.
Yeah.
I've been there as well. Like, you know, it's like, okay, you try to surf, but your fucking ears or eyes are getting infected because there's like shit and plastic in the water.
That's so crazy.
It's so disgusting. But it's like, we are the problem because we want to go there and surf the best waves in the world.
Yeah, but it seems like the government there needs to kind of like do some kind of infrastructure change so that they can, you know, keep attracting people to go there and spend money in the local economy, but without feeling bad that every time they order a sandwich, it's just going to fuck up their surfing trip.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think in Australia, they just recently, or maybe it was New South Wales, they recently banned single-use plastics.
Yeah.
Which is something that I've been thinking for fucking 20 years. Like, you know, when you go and you get like a plastic, I never get plastic bags. I fucking hate plastic bags.
Yeah, me too.
I never get shit.
I always just take the banana the cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it's kind of like a mission to me now. It's like, okay, we go in the shop. We don't have the duffel bag, or not the duffel bag, but like the freaking bag, reusable bag, and then okay, which cardboard box is the best one to put our amount of food in.
Did I had this conversation with somebody and they were saying that I was like, why do we have fucking plastic bags in supermarkets? Because you know, that shit's fucking, to me it sounds like so fucking dumb just to have single-use plastic bags.
Yeah.
Why can't we have paper bags?
Yeah.
And he said, and I did not understand his logic, that paper bags are actually worse for the environment.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand that because a paper bag, I mean, I get it. You got to chop down trees but they all regrow. Yeah. And if you do that responsibly, you know, you fucking plot it all out. But the thing with plastic, it's not going to break down for 10 or 20,000 years. And that shit's going to end up in every single fish.
Yeah.
You know, in every fish that they test, there's like even in your body and my body 100%. Without even fucking, you know, trying to be so conscious about it as well. But you still got microplastic in every person on the planet. That's so fucking crazy, man.
It is.
Yeah. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. You know, I think that like there's probably a lot of money in plastic. You know, it's a petrochemical product. Yeah. You know, like you got these oil conglomerates making billions, making plastic products every year.
And like new products. Because I mean, plastic is a good product.
Yeah.
I mean, Tupperware. It's like you can carry your food, you can do stuff, but it's like be responsible and buy the amount you need.
Yeah.
And recycle the things that you don't need, and the thing is like there's so much that are not being recycled and being produced new, and I guess that's where the issue. I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to spread the kind of good vibe and be like, okay, don't throw your cigarette butts at least, because that's 95% plastic as well.
Dude, I hate seeing that. Sometimes I see people throwing cigarette butts out of electric cars.
Yeah,
and I go, what the fuck are you
every
doing,
time, dude? The best thing I know is to tell people. Yeah. It's like, oh, you dropped something.
Yeah.
And they are just like out of another world embarrassed.
Yeah, totally.
It's the fucking best.
Yeah.
And you know, I get like a high from it. I'm like shit, God. Wow.
Yeah. And you do it in a nice way.
Yeah. In a nice, but it's like, you do it in a nice way, but you tell them so they really understand. It's like, oh, dude, you dropped. It's like, no, it was a cigarette, but, oh yeah, but you dropped. I mean, it's on the ground.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and so what? Yeah. I mean, I can pick it up and throw it in the trash. It's okay. It's the trash right here. So it's just like, you know, and like one time I was biking in Spain, and in Spain they're the worst. Some dude in the red light, he just like out of the window, and I was on my bike and I picked it up and I threw it back into the car.
Yeah, nice.
And just like biked on, and I was just, you know, it's kind of like it's a high that you can't get from anywhere else. It's like the guy either raging or actually taking it into consideration. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. And it's like back in, I mean, people still do that, but like with a freaking trash from McDonald's just like out the window on the highway.
Yeah.
And people don't care.
Nah, it's crazy.
And like with fucking plastic bottles, like, oh yeah, but it's recycled. Someone else is going to pick it up. But it's just like, what is that mindset? It's out of another world.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. I don't know why people do it, man. I often think that they just don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. And I mean, I'm not saying, at all that I understand people, but we are so far now that we are so fucked.
Yeah.
About the environment. So it's also like, okay, I understand that some people are selfish, but you don't have to throw the fucking plastic out of the window.
No.
Or, it's like, it's not that much easier to throw it in. I mean, okay, I do understand people fly to Indonesia to catch good waves. That's just, that's my kind of contributing to the environment going to hell. Yeah, it's just such a big topic. I can't even explain, but it's like, I don't know where to start, because we are so deep now that it's kind of like,
yeah, I think what you need to do, is everybody just needs to take responsibility for managing their own waste better.
For sure.
Just don't throw the trash
because
away.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to fucking,
sort.
I got to put this in the fucking purple bag and this in the green bag. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I got to take it out a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Maybe I got to remember to bring my reusable bag to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Okay, just take care of that.
Yeah.
And then I think what you need to do, or the governments or fucking some big organization, then they need to tackle like
for sure
shit like, like so much fucking pollution comes from, like 3 or 4 rivers in Asia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you see those videos of just like the Yangtze or whatever the fuck that river's called. And it's just flood. Oh, they dump.
Yeah.
They dump the tip trucks into the fucking river.
Yeah, it's like they need international laws.
Yes.
Because also in Denmark, like, I don't know if it's now, but like years back, as long as you're 5 kilometers outside of the coastline, you can dump everything everything in the ocean.
Oh, that's the law.
Yeah.
Shit.
There are no laws.
Oh, because it's international waters.
Yeah, so it's just like it doesn't matter,
that's so crazy.
Yeah. So there should be, and I mean, like when you look at, I don't drink alcohol that much, like more or less zero. But then you look at the taxes on alcohol in Norway and how much money they make on that. Just put like recycle tax on each plastic product and reinvest those money into solutions.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw like the plastic bags in the stores went up from like 2 kroners to 5 kroners. But I mean,
yeah, you got to make him 100 kroners.
You mean, make him a fucking 100 kroners.
Imagine that if a plastic bag
it's like
was
how much are
kroners.
And it's the same with cigarettes. It's like they're like 150 kroners for a pack. I don't smoke, but I mean, I guess that's a quite large impact going from maybe 90 kroners to 150 kroners.
Yeah.
To try to take care of the Norwegian health.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but what are our health if we eat plastic every day?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
yeah,
it's such a big topic.
It is. It's such a big, but it's such an important topic.
Yeah, for sure.
And the thing about like the environment as well is it always comes at it's always a balance between money and the environment.
Yeah.
And Norway's a very good country when it comes to the environment, but they're not perfect. Like, they're doing.
But I mean, compared to the amount of money they have, they suck.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah.
And that's like, I mean, now there is like the issue. I was filming with my homie the other day. He's doing like a little kind of like what do you call, like a reach out to the people for they're trying to do like I don't know what you call it, gruver.
Oh, are you talking about the copper mining?
Yeah.
Up north?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's like, how much money do we have?
Yeah.
And what? It's like,
yeah, dude, they are gonna dump like 500 million tons of waste into the fjord every year.
It's so
something stupid like that.
But also just like how great are Norwegian economy? I mean, I guess the bigger picture is like huge. And I don't know why they would do stuff like that. What would it benefit Norway to do? And also like the oil, like if you cut it out, what would it, I mean, how fast could we restructure to renewable energy?
Yeah.
Because you saw with COVID, like, okay, COVID kicked in, the world went on.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, cut out fucking gas and see what's happened.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like oil and shit and make a solution on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, as you say, it's like a balance between economy.
Yeah.
like money. People are they're selfish.
Yeah, but I think it all comes down to consumerism.
For sure.
I think, right?
100%.
Like you have a lifestyle where you're not a fucking hyper consumer. You're not trying to fucking buy. And me too. Dude, I never buy shit. Like I've got 3 pairs of fucking pants. Yeah. And one of them has holes in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And and they had holes in them a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to stitch up the crotch. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't buy anything. No. Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And I think so. Like I think like the argument is that like we need copper for electronics. Oh, we want to buy, make new fucking electronic products. We're gonna need the copper. The world's gonna need the copper. Oh, we have this mine that has a shit ton of copper. Okay, let's extract all the copper, dump all the waste into this fucking fjord where it's like 500 million fucking tons a year.
That's so crazy.
Just so that we can make more shit that people probably don't even fucking really need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the problem always comes down to like there's a demand for more and more because there's companies that are like, we're just trying to sell more shit that people don't need. That's why I hate Black Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Another thing.
Yeah.
Is today? No.
Oh shit, no, it's Wednesday. Oh, but it's Black Wednesday.
It's Black Wednesday. Yeah. Now it's like Black fucking month.
It is. Yeah. It went from Black Friday to Black Week to Black Month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah. Because like, I mean, one of the things that I realized during COVID was that a simpler life isn't a worse life.
No.
It was better.
Yeah.
I had more time to spend with my family. We were going to the woods like all the time.
Yeah.
We were just fucking living real low key.
Yeah.
Reading, hanging out, making dinner for like fucking an hour, complex meals and shit. Yeah. And it was dope. You know what I mean? Like,
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. So like but you know what, people and I've been guilty of this as well.
Yeah.
You get on this, you buy all the marketing. It gets through to you. And you go, oh, I have to get that.
Yeah.
I have to, if I get seen in this, if I'm driving that, or if people see me with this new phone.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fucking difference? It doesn't make any difference.
No.
And like with marketing, you have all of these like really intelligent people with all of these addictive devices and apps that are just blasting you all the time.
Fully.
Like, I don't know how many fucking commercials people see every day in a big city, but it must be hundreds, or if not like thousands,
Yeah, with Instagram and
every 5th post on Instagram is a fucking commercial.
Yeah.
And
I mean, speaking about it, I was promoting snowboard gear from this one brand in Denmark when I was like snowboarding a bunch for like 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm helping out with like promoting surf shops and blah blah blah, whenever I can, but I really try to minimalize it and not to like I told the guys that I was getting snowboard gear from, like, I have a jacket, I have my pants, I know you want to sell the newest collection, but I won't take it. I need a snowboard and I need bindings and I need boots.
Yeah.
And that's it, because I really felt guilty to, I should say, like, I have my jacket. There's not even a hole in it. It's dirty a bit, but I like it when it looks like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's really where it's like, okay, we have this fashion industry that are producing 4 times a year, or we had that, but now we have like a fast fashion, which are producing, I don't know, 20 times a year for the new collection that you need to have. And then I saw the other day, like, the dumbest thing I've ever seen, like some fashion magazine posting the 30 things you need in your wardrobe.
Oh my God. It's not even 5 things.
It was just like
30 fucking
it's 30 things.
Yeah.
I was just like, what? I don't even have 30 things. I have, like, as you say, I have one Fjellreven hiking pants that I use for all outdoor activities. Then I have like a durable kind of Dickies pants that I bought in my homie's Good Vibe Vintage. And then I have these black pants that I'm wearing when I'm going to a podcast.
Yeah.
To try to look fancy,
Yeah.
And that's it. So it's like, okay, I have these 3 things. They're for winter. And then I have like 1 pair of shorts in the summer and 1 shorts that I work out in. But it is like hard. And especially when you go into like a store where they tell you can pick whatever you want. It's fucking hard to not pick anything.
Yeah.
Because we are in this mindset of, if I'm getting seen in that, I have the newest thing of that and this. It's really hard to try to rethink that mentality.
Yeah.
But the trip that I went on last year with my homie in the van was like the biggest eye opener for me, because we just did 6 months in a Toyota Hiace from 95 with like, I don't know, like a 110 bed that we kind of shared, like, you know, head to feet to head, because that was the only way we could kind of fit in there.
Yeah.
And then just surfing.
Yeah.
But it's also like the surf industry is not anywhere better. You know, it's like every freaking WSL kind of World Surf League, they are promoting the newest fin from Kelly Slayer, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, they try to sell stuff. And that's the way they also make money.
Yep.
So it's just like,
we got into this
yeah,
fucking weird pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got into this weird pattern where we just got to sell each other more and more shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not innocent either. You know, like
exactly, we are.
I'm not innocent. Like I still need to buy some shit.
I mean, I bought a backpack for my camera this morning on Black Friday.
Yeah.
And you know, it was like, but I haven't bought one yet, and I was looking at this backpack like 1 month ago and thinking, wow, I need this bag. I'm going on a trip to Madagascar, and you know, I need one backpack that are durable for camping and filming.
Yep.
So I was like really thinking, and then I saw it now. I was like, okay, it's like 1,500. It was like 40%.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I'm gonna
go for it. Pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also saw, like, yesterday I saw, like, because the critics or like the kind of eco people, they hate Black Friday.
Yeah.
But now it's like, since the economy is kind of going to hell, the people who used Black Friday before are not using it anymore, because they don't even have money for Black Friday.
Nah, everybody's broke now.
Everyone is broke. So it's like kind of maybe like, because the world economy is like, I don't know, going to hell.
Fucked.
Yeah. So it's like, maybe this year will be a good Black Friday year, that consumers are not buying that much shit because they can't even afford the 40% deals.
Yeah.
Because they have to think about the freaking mortgage that they put themselves in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at buying a house in Spain, and I'm like, wow, I think it's the time to be the buyer.
Yeah.
Because houses are dropping.
Yeah, if you can afford to pay the interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the thing. The prices are cheaper, but if you can make those monthly payments, like, don't overextend yourself.
Yeah.
So I just saw, like, I've got family in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And they just had the biggest interest rate increase.
Yeah.
I think it increased by, like, whatever the fuck it was, like 0.75% or something, which is a lot when you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you're fucking, I don't know, 500,000 euros deep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, maybe if your business isn't doing so well, they're going to cut back on your hours. About that overtime that you really relied on, working that extra couple of days a month, that's dried up now.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
And it is like kind of those, maybe that is the days that you have to afford to pay your mortgage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the bonus days. And I already know a lot of people in Norway as well that, like, take me for example.
Yeah.
Now my apartment is fucking freezing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This place is cold, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not turning on any heaters, you know, like I bought a lot of wood in bulk. And I ration that out. You know what I mean? We're only going to burn like fucking 6 pieces of wood a fucking day or something.
Yeah. And wear wool.
Wear wool.
Wear wool. It's like,
it's
cold, okay, but I mean,
exactly.
We have a dinner still.
Yeah.
It's like, put your fucking wool sweater.
Yeah.
And stop complaining.
Yeah. That's it. And you know, like I do okay, you know, like financially, but I'm still like, okay, we need to tighten the belt. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
and I think especially in the industry that we are, we kind of like the same kind of industry. And I feel like we are creative enough to kind of change it. But if you spend 10 years on your fucking education, and that's the thing you know. Yeah. And then they got you, what the fuck are you going to do? Yeah. Go work in McDonald's. Yeah. And that's going to fucking suck.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No. So think about your education.
Yeah.
Coming back to that.
Yeah. Dude, I had an education.
Yeah?
I went to university. First of all, I went traveling, like many Australians do.
Yeah.
I left when I was 21, and I went for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Or maybe
but what did you do till you were 21?
I was a stuntman.
Stuntman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
did gymnastics as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So my father was a stunt coordinator in Australia.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was sick. So when I was a boy,
yeah,
he was training stunt personnel. And they ended up being the best in the world.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that's so fun.
And they make a lot of crazy movies in Australia, like Matrix and Mission Impossible and Wolverine and stuff like that.
That's so fun.
Yeah. So I was there when all that happened.
Yeah.
You know, like the boom of the Australian film industry.
You've been in big film for doing stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so fun.
It's cool. But it wasn't my calling.
No.
And I wasn't great at it.
No.
And I did, like you, I did gymnastics for many years. I actually did gymnastics with a friend of mine who ended up sticking with it and went to the Olympics in 2000. Oh, yeah, a guy called Philip Rizzo.
Okay.
I think he placed like 22nd overall or on the... Yeah. Anyway.
Damn.
Yeah, so I did stunts, and then I just, it wasn't for me, man. And in the year that I got my stunt certificate, my stunt gradings, this thing called stunt action personnel, it's like an apprentice to stunts, 3 people died.
In stunts.
Wow,
doing so stunts. Crazy.
Yeah, like one of the guys did a high fall.
Yeah.
And then he landed on the air mattress and then bounced. He didn't hit it perfectly. So he landed on the side of it, bounced, and then came up and then landed on the ground on the cement in front of everybody. Just fucking face planted into the cement and died. And then there was
that's so fucking
dude, that's
heavy.
That's great. And you know when you're
because I think of that like, okay, these stunt guys, they're fucking cool and blah blah blah, but it's like, well, everything is safe.
No.
Okay,
it's not safe. Another friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, actually, when I was doing stunts, he was like a few years ahead of me. I looked up to him. I was like 18, he was 25.
Yeah.
He ended up going to Thailand and working on The Hangover 2. Right? Biggest comedy release of the year, of the decade, whatever the fuck it was. He's in a car doing a chase scene where the dentist character's got his head hanging out. Yeah. And the timing of the driver's kind of fucked up. And the car's supposed to swerve past a truck, but the truck missed its mark and he hit his head. So he suffered major brain damage.
Holy fuck. He's never been the same.
He's lost all his speech. His career's over.
Yeah.
And then he must have been, that was maybe a year or two after I worked with him on this movie called Superman Returns.
Okay.
And I sat next to him on a plane crash scene. And we were working on that for many weeks.
Yeah.
And very good friend. I worked with him a lot. And then he had that one accident and he was fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, he's brain damaged.
Yeah,
he has to still...
Vegetable.
He's a step above a vegetable.
Yeah.
So he's like...
But that's even worse.
It's fucked.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's fucked.
So,
yeah. So he
that makes me so sad.
It does. Me too.
Yeah.
Because that's the level of danger that stunt people do. And when those 3 dudes died, I was like, oh, fuck this. Because when you're like the apprentice stunt guy, you know, you're seeing dudes that are like being 10, 15 years deep in the game and they're getting fucking wiped out. You're just going, oh, shit.
And you kind of need to prove your worth.
Exactly. It's a culture for that because you want to do the big stunts, be the guy, be the double, make the money, be the fucking dude in the Matrix that does that cool shit.
Yeah.
You got to step it up. You got to be real good and you got to say yes.
For sure.
You know, they ask you, can you do this? And you say no, maybe they don't ask you again.
Yeah,
so you're in that position where you go, I'll do it. So anyway, I realized that stunts wasn't for me, and I wasn't great at it.
Yeah,
I probably would have gotten pretty good, just like anything. Do it for 10 years, you'd be good,
obviously.
But
10,000 hours, you're pro.
Exactly,
kind of mentality,
all that shit. You know, hang out with the people that are the best, and that's what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just go, nah, I can't.
No.
I just need to. I need to see the world, and that really rocked me. By the way, those 3 deaths in that 1 year. So I'm going to go traveling and I'm going to take a couple of years off and go traveling. And when I went traveling, they asked me to do like movies like Star Wars and shit like that. And I was going, you know what? I'm just going to take, this is my time for me to grow as a person, explore the world.
Yeah.
And then I did that and I met so many interesting people when I was backpacking. I was in South America for a year and then, you know, in Central America for half a year and in Canada. I made so many great friends and some of the most interesting. One of the reasons I have the podcast is because I like talking to people about their passions, about things that they love, you know, like you, for example.
Yeah.
So I met all these people that were studying all these interesting things. Yeah. And then when I went back to Australia, I said, I want to get into university. Yeah. And the last school year I finished was year 10. You know? And then I got expelled from year 11 twice. I kicked out. I was a fucking idiot. So then I got into university and then I studied literature and I studied philosophy and I really loved those subjects. Yeah. I really loved them. And then I came here and I finished both of those degrees and then I couldn't get a job. Nobody's hiring. Nobody's fucking hiring somebody with a degree in philosophy or a degree in literature. And I had friends that had a master's degree in literature that end up working in bookstores for 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the education that you take, you have to be real careful about why you're taking it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to get out of it? Like, is it like something like a doctor or an engineer that has a very clear pathway?
Yeah, exactly.
Or are you studying like liberal arts and fucking gender studies and whatever the fuck it is, and then afterwards you just go, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Or you walk down a path that isn't really the path that you want to do.
Yeah.
And 10 years you got the mortgage and the kids, and now you're fucking stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, I really feel grateful that I chose my path. And it's working quite well. That I'm kind of open to all jobs. You know, I built gymnastic halls, and I learned how to like work with concrete and steel framings, and, you know, like fucking anchoring that shit down and doing stuff like that. But then on the other hand, I can also work camera.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like such a big difference. Like, you have to be real, like, smooth and stuff. The other one is just like, blah, 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 blah. And then, but I never said no to anything, because I know if I said no, they would not call me again.
Yeah.
But if I do say yes, maybe 3 times, I have the freedom of them calling me, and I actually have the opportunity to say no, but call me next time, and they will call me because they know I can do my shit, and I will probably say yes, because I mean, the opportunity of making money is nice.
Yeah.
Because you need money to buy the fucking house.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it seems like you've chosen a lifestyle that really suits who you are as a person.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
And I feel like so many people don't do that. And I know a lot of people that don't do that. And I know I got very good friends that are like in careers that they kind of feel like they're stuck. Yeah. And now maybe they're in their like 30s and 40s.
Yeah. And it's so hard to turn around.
It's so hard. I try to tell them, though, you can turn it around. No. You know, you got to try to turn it around.
And then you have to kind of like, then you need to be like, go to play paddle once a week to kind of like feel some happiness. You know, it's like,
yeah.
Then it's not gonna work for me.
Nah.
To do like, but then we have Friday freaking cafe and have beers.
Yeah. Fuck that.
I mean, I don't even know what day it is.
Exactly. Like, do you have any advice for like young people about like choosing what to do with their lives? Like how, you know, what do you think they should?
I think they should say yes to all opportunities, because especially Norwegian kids, they have the mentality of, I need to be doing this. I cannot work in McDonald's. Like, all my fucking friends worked in McDonald's when I was a kid, and all my friends were cleaning bathrooms and being waitress. But it's like, I feel like now it's like, I will just study, because you get money from studying, and you get to where you want to be. But you're like, I don't know, maybe you're done when you're 22 and you have 0 experience in your area. And then no one's gonna hire you, and you kind of either have to go to NAV and get like money from the government because you can't get a job, and then you're gonna go into a shitty path where it's like, it's nice with free money, and you just have to send like your CV to 3 jobs a week. I don't know how it works, but yeah, it's like, go out, do shit. I worked in the bar industry in Hemsedal, where I was like cleaning tables and, you know, like doing stuff when I was 16. I was a 16-year-old seasonal worker, and all the other guys were like 25. Yeah. So it was kind of weird. I kind of regret doing that though, because I was maybe 2 years too young to go and enjoy to it the fullest. But you know, I'm from Denmark. You start drinking when you're like 14 years old in Denmark. And okay, I went to Norway. We did all this, you know, go to the après-ski and blah, blah, blah. And I had a sick time partying, all that. But then I was snowboarding, and that was really important to do that, because that was kind of my main thing. But, you know, I worked, okay, back to the work kind of thing. It's like, I worked in the bar industry. Then I worked with the kids in school, like picking up a guy in the school, going snowboarding, earning quite good money from that. But, you know, it wasn't really because you couldn't snowboard as you wanted. So I kind of realized I'm not a snowboard teacher kind of person. Okay, then I realized I put that on the I put that away, and I was like, wow, the bar industry doesn't fit me. Then I worked security and working with people, but I was just in the door in Hemsedal, like welcoming people and, you know, being happy. And I didn't feel like working. For 5 years, I was doing that, and I was stoked. But then I started to do like videos and funny shit and all this, and it was kind of weird to be the security guy throwing out my friends, but also kind of making stupid videos with like partying and, you know, like being the crazy guy in the parties. So I kind of like had to face that part out. So I stopped working like in Easter when all my friends went Hemsedal, because I just knew it would be too hard to kick out all my friends, because all my friends want to do the stupid shit in the bar, like dancing on the table, like throwing beers and shit, and you kind of have to throw them out. So I was like in such a big dilemma. Then I started working, and no, it was actually before, but then I worked in the grocery store in the kind of the fresh food area, the part like cooking. And I love cooking. So it was perfect. Earning the best season worker salary because it's like governmental rates. Yeah. So worked there for like 2 years. And it was a blast. I worked with I just visited the homie in Trondheim, Johan, that we worked together, and I would kind of put the prices on the last due meat and go and buy it off him for like 5 kroners for entrecôte. Yeah. And we lived like fucking kings, eating the best food because it would never be sold. So we just bought like the best meat, the best fucking. We had like always had like milk because that was always running out of on like the due date, and you know, so that was sick for 2 years. But then I was like, dude, I want to be funny. I'm not working in a grocery store, and I was making funny videos in the grocery store along the way, kind of like building my thing. And then I was working in the après-ski, doing funny videos for the après-ski in Hemsedal. And then I was like, okay, I need to just go full on, make a company, make videos and events. Yeah. But then I was by the time I was maybe like 21, 22, and I kind of realized, okay, I can make funny videos. I can make a decent amount of money from doing, for example, like commercial videos and all that. So just like learn the basic of the video and have kind of the, as we spoke about before, if you have the what do you call it when you are when you have the put like you what do you say,
strike while the iron is hot,
the confidence.
The confidence there,
yeah, so I was like, okay, I need to build the confidence and then just go for it. Yeah. So now I'm 27, and now I start thinking it would actually be fun to go to like entrepreneur school, to kind of learn basics, which I already kind of know, but I think it would be good to have a community of people that are doing the same. Yeah. But I'm 27, and now I know my path for the rest of my life. Yeah. I want to do this. I want to buy a house in Spain, kind of make a little, you know, like a guest house, tipi, you know, like putting up like lavos, renting it out. If someone wants to rent the whole house, like be ready to pack it down, put all your shit in the shed, and then just rent out the house for a week, living in an auto camper, kind of doing like, okay, I have a job in Denmark, we rent out the house, you know, like, I know fully what I want.
Yeah, I got you. So you kind of plan it around your lifestyle.
For sure.
The lifestyle that you want to have. Yeah. And the interests and the passions that you love. And then figure out a way to make money doing or being, like, you know, you probably didn't love fucking all the jobs in Hemsedal, but you were around something that you loved, which was the mountains. And then like now when you're going to go to do like, you know, more water festivals, and make that more entertaining, and then get the house in Spain, it's all based around what you want to do and places that you want to be, and your personality.
Yeah. And also like from being around,
go for it.
Also the fact being around people, as security, you speak to a lot of people that are drunk. They're going to tell you shit. Like 90% of the time it's bullshit, but maybe 10% there's some guy that's like, fuck man, you're funny, you should come to Oslo. And then I moved to Oslo because in Hemsedal you're kind of stuck with the you cannot just, there is one photographer, and that photographer gets all the jobs, and you either have to like push him off his throne or go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna get the job because he already have the clients there.
Yeah.
You need to go to Oslo.
Yeah.
Or you need to go to somewhere, like I should say, like travel and be uncomfortable. Because that's really where you learn
and grow.
Yeah. And grow, because it's so easy to be in Hemsedal and work as a bouncer. Like, so easy. I wouldn't even think I was going to work. I would go drink coffee. Sometimes I would like wrestle some guys and throw them out. But it's just like on the radio, yo, we have another dude that suck. We need to kick him out. And I wouldn't even argue. I would just be like standing there waiting for the other guys. Like, okay, now we are 3 guys. We need 1 more. Okay, 4 guys. And then the guy is like, damn it, there are 4 guys. I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
Some guys are like, I want to fight you. I'm a bouncer. Fuck, those guys suck. I was just like, but I need to go snowboard tomorrow. I'm not trying to wrestle you, man.
Yeah.
And then just drink coffee, be standing there with my coffee cup, man. 10 minutes, you're going to be out of here. You can leave now, or you can wait for 4 more guys to come and carry you out of here. And then they would leave anyways.
Yeah.
So, you grow a lot when you're doing stuff that you might not feel 100% comfortable with.
Yeah.
So I think that's maybe my main advice for people, young kids or whatever. Do shit that you don't necessarily think is your path, but you are going to learn something from it for sure.
Just get the experience points.
Yeah, get the experience points and get the I really don't want to get stuck here.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, go work in the grocery store or do stuff, because you're gonna see the 60-year-old lady working there, and you're like, I definitely don't want to be 60 working here.
No.
But
you won't really get to experience that necessarily if you don't do it. If you're just sitting at home going, I'm going to just get this cozy job and I'm just going to
then after 10 years, you're like, fuck, this job sucks. But then you have no other experience.
Yeah.
But if you can kind of like be an apprentice or go do stuff in the area that you think you might like I don't know, like a bunch of my friends, they work in film as well, but like as like they're either like controlling the lights or like carrying shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, it's a great way to see how the industry is working. I mean, they have zero education, all this snowboarding, and they make good money.
Yeah.
And some of them are like, wow, I really like this industry. I think I'm gonna pick up a camera and start to film, because then I'm gonna get the double payment than being the helping producing. But if I'm actually the camera guy, I'm just like rolling in there, filming the shit, leaving. I don't have to carry shit. I don't, it's like, but I'm gonna get paid the same. And then in the end, you can either realize, okay, this industry is hard and it's not for me, or this industry is hard, but it's like worth putting in, I don't know, 12 hours, and then you actually have a month salary.
Yeah.
From putting in those 12 hours. Those 12 hours was hard, but I have a month salary.
Yeah.
From working 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
It's a good trade-off.
It's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I am now. It's like I have some shitty jobs which are very good paid. I don't have a lot, but it's enough to kind of run my lifestyle, because I don't consume, and I don't need a lot.
You got the good balance going.
I think so.
Yeah, that's important. Dude, I gotta wrap this up. I
think
for
these
sure. Cameras are gonna end. I just got one question for you, man. Do you ever want to try stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
You want to do a show?
I think I would love it.
I think you would love it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a funny cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
and I thought of that.
Yeah.
Especially because we were doing speeches for when we did our trip last year.
Yeah.
We did our we went to Folkehøjskole school. We went to like gymnasiums in Denmark and up north and to the high schools and everything. And we did like speeches, and everyone was like laughing through the whole thing with Magnus and I.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like not necessarily comedy, but like speeches with a funny kind of interest. And I said that to Magnus during our trip. I was like, dude, we need to get someone to hire us to come talk shit.
Yeah.
Because Norway is the country where you can actually do that.
Yeah.
It's like go to I don't know, like some high school and talk about life experience.
Yeah.
But I would love that, and I think it would be really inspiring. I don't know how I would start, but maybe you can help me. Like,
I'll help you.
Put together a show.
Yeah.
Because it would be really funny, and that's also like the thing is like I'm open for everything.
Yeah, perfect.
And I'm not afraid to stand on the stage, but I would definitely feel like the pressure.
A little bit uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do.
Yeah.
I'll find a show. I'll get you a spot. Just do like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just test it out.
Fun.
Yeah. We'll hook it up.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome.
Oh,
I think
for sure.
I think you're fucking hilarious.
I would love it.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
Dude, thanks for being a guest on the
for
podcast.
sure.
Thanks.
Thanks.
It was fucking awesome.
Sick.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.